All right, guys, how you all doing today? Hope you all are doing well. Today, I'm really excited because we are going to be rounding up our tutorial today. We'll be rounding up this section of this mix today. And if you not watch the first part and the second part, I'm going to be leaving a description up here or up here. So you hit it, and so you go back to the first episode whereby we mix the lead vocal, and the second episode whereby we mix the ad lib, the chorus, and also some other backups that actually supported the chorus. So, but this time around, we are going to be adding our reverb and our delay. Without wasting much time, guys, let's hit it. I'm going to be playing a little section from where we stopped during the last tutorial. So this time around, we'll listen from the beginning till the end before we start adding our effects. You understand? This is the effects section, guys. We're going to be adding our effect today. So let's listen.
I know I'm doing better, but it's like every time I get better, I see more to life. There's always something new to try, always something new to buy. It's never enough. Is this how it will be till we die? Hope not. I pray we find I get the happiness we all want, cause that's the reason behind all we do. We say we love the money, but do we really do? Or we just love the money for the things that we do? Yeah, that's the reason. We wanna get the access to the beautiful things, but there's nothing bad about that shit. We just gotta find a balance around that shit. Yeah. Learn to be happy without those things there. That's why I've been meditating like I'm in the Himalayas, trying to find my soul, trying to connect to my higher self. When I go within, I feel peace and love. That's the only thing I want, just peace and love. So bad energy far away. No come here, take my joy away. Keep a distance away from my space. Yeah, cause right now I'm trying to elevate so high. Bad energy far away. No come here, take my joy away. Keep a distance away from my space. Yeah, cause right now I'm trying to elevate so high. So high, kick. So high, so high, yeah, so high.
So that is it, guys. That is how we are from the beginning up to the last part of this song. So this time around, like I said, we'll be adding our reverb, and also we'll be adding our delay. First of all, we'll be adding the reverb. So we'll create a aux channel or add an effect track if you're using Cubase. So I'm going to be selecting let's use our reverb from Wave. So we'll call this our reverb. Reverb. So I'll be using this reverb for my long reverb. So let's call it long reverb. Long reverb. Then we'll be adding another reverb again. We'll call this one Valhalla Room. Let's look for Valhalla Room. Yeah. So we'll call this one short reverb. Short reverb. Yeah, this is it. And let's add a delay. We'll be using let's use H delay. H delay. We'll call this one we'll call it a slap delay. Slap delay. And this is it. And also we'll be adding our main delay, which is the quarter delay. I'll be using let me use the mono delay from Cubase. It's because I feel everybody has that one. So the delay from Cubase is what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using the delay from Cubase and mono delay. Yeah, that's it. So I'm going to name it main delay. This one is going to be the one that is going to be driving the lead vocals. The lead vocal is going to be driving this guy. So this is it. So now let's start by working with our reverb, the long delay, the long reverb. So I'm going to go to my enhanced track, and I'm going to go to the send region of the enhance track. So I'm going to add my long reverb. Yeah, this is it. I'm sending it as a pre-fader, not as a post-fader. So let's listen to it. Let's switch off these guys, yeah, and the banger track here. So let's see how it sounds.
I know I'm doing better, but it's like every time I get better, I see more to life. There's always something new to try, always something new to buy. It's never enough. Is this how it will be till we die? Hope not. We'll find and get the happiness we all want, cause that's the reason behind all we do. We say we love the money, but do we really do? Or we just love the money for the things we do? Yeah, that's the reason. We wanna get the access to the beautiful things.
So let me increase my volume so I can be able to hear properly. So
I know I'm doing better, but it's like every time I get better, I see more to life. There's always something new to try, always something new to buy. It's never enough. Is this how it is?
so now I'm gonna process my reverb. This song is on at the tempo of 102. So let's set our reverb on time with the, let's sync it in time with the track we are having. And to do that, I'm going to be using my calculator, normal, like my calculator, you get. So I'm going to use 60,000 divided by the BPM of this song, which is 102, which you can see here, 102. So I'm going to be dividing by 102. So I'm going to be having 588.2 milliseconds. So I'm going to insert that into my track. And the time here we have, okay. So what I will do is, yeah, there's my calculator. So let's try it again. 60,000 divided by 102. So divided by, because if you check the reverb here, if you check the reverb here, the reverb is in seconds. When you look at the time, when it's 2 point something, whenever you're having 2 point something, it shows that we are in seconds. So we are going to convert this milliseconds now to seconds. How do we do that? We are going to be multiplying it by 1000. So you say times 1000. So we have, sorry, you're going to be dividing by 1000. Sorry. So we are going to be dividing by 1000. So you say divided by 1000. We have our time in seconds. Now this is 0.588 seconds. So just approximately 0.6 seconds. So now to multiply it by 2, we have 1.17 times 2 again. We have 2.35 seconds. So approximately 2.4. So we are going to be putting 2.4, which is already here, 2.4 seconds. So let's see how the 2.4 second works. And our pre-delay for this reverb, what we are going to be doing, we're going to this is 2.4 by 2. I said it's going to be a long reverb, so it's a long reverb, so that's why I'm actually using a long time. That's the 2.4 seconds. That's why I'm using 2.4 seconds for the long reverb. So for the pre-delay, how do we get the pre-delay? To get the pre-delay, we are going to be dividing the millisecond by either the quarter note or the eighth note. So let's do that. 60,000 divided by 102, which gives us 588.23 milliseconds. So we are dividing by what? By 8 to get the 8th note you get. So that's 73.5. So that's 73.5 when you impute it here in the pre-delay, 73.5. So that's our pre-delay. Then let's listen how the vocal sounds like.
I know I'm doing better, but it's like things you could do. Yeah, that's the reason. We wanna get the access to the beautiful things. But there's nothing bad about that shit. We just gotta find a balance around that shit.
Next thing is I'm going to be removing my low frequency of the reverb by adding my EQ. I'm using Fab filter for this. So I'll be removing around 500 to 300 from the reverb.
I know I'm doing better, but it's like every time I get better, I see more to life. There's always something new to try, always something new to buy. It's never enough. Is this how it will be till we die? I hope not. I pray we find and get the happiness we all want.
because I don't want all this low frequency to be disturbing the main lead vocal. So I'm cutting it off. I'm also going to be removing around 8 kilohertz to 5 kilohertz out. So I'm removing this part out from the reverb also to make it smooth and clean.
I know I'm doing better, but it's like every time I get better,
So now I'm going to reduce to taste. I'm going to blend it with the lead vocal while the beat is playing and have a feeling of how we are going to leave it, because right now it's sounding too much. So I'm going to bring it down and bring it up to where it is in good, um to a place where it is sounding good for this mix. You get? So now let's do that.
I know I'm doing better, but it's like
And I'll be using my send, yes, for the enhancement track. The reason why I'm using this enhancement and group channel, because this is where the lead vocal is actually being routed to. You get? Remember, we routed it to the fixing lead. From the fixing lead, we routed it to the enhancement group, and the enhancement group is the main group for the whole lead track. You understand? So that's why I'm using the send of the enhancement group. So I'll be reducing it from here.
I know I'm doing better, but it's like every time I get better, I see more to life. There's always something new to try, always something new to buy. It's never enough. Is this how it will be till we die? I hope not. I pray we find and get the happiness we all want, cause that's the reason behind all we do. We say we love the money, but do we really do? Or we just love the money for the things we do? Yeah, that's the reason. We wanna get the access to the beautiful things.
So now we've gotten our long reverb. So we're going to be leaving it that way. So next thing I'm going to be moving to is the short reverb. Short reverb. I'm using like I said, I'm using for Valhalla room for this guy. So there's a preset I always like going to, but for the sake of this, let's go to, there's a preset I like using in the room section. I go to vocal slap room. Yeah, this vocal slap room now. Everything is being set the way it came, but I'm going to tweak it a little bit by looking for my own this decay here. I'm going to be looking for my own decay that is going to sync directly to this track. And how do I do that? I also use my calculator. I use my calculator for this, and I, like I said before, 60,000 divided by the BPM of the track, which is 102. That's 588.3. This is a millisecond, and the decay of that reverb, like I showed you guys, look at, is in seconds. So we are going to be converting this reverb to seconds. So by, we say, divided by 1000. So this 0.588. So I'm going to be using this guy here as my decay time for the short reverb. So that's approximately 0.59. Yeah, so I'm going to put in 0.59 here in my reverb. So 0.59 seconds. So my decay time is 0.5 seconds, guys. And if you look at this I cut, is just like using a reverb. Let me use Fab Filter for you guys so you understand what I'm saying. Fab Filter Pro EQ. Yeah, okay. Now this is it. What this cut actually means here is this I cut is this side, this region. Anything from this side is I cut. You get, you're cutting everything from the I frequency. So they already removed 5,000, something like this. So if I'm to cut I cut 5,500 around this here, 5,500, yes, something around here, 5,500. You get the point. So not definitely going to be accurate. And I'm also going to be removing around 300 for this guy using my own Fab Filter. So you understand, you're getting the point right now. You're understanding what I'm saying. So I'm going to be removing around 300 for this short reverb. So with that, my mix is at 100. My pre-delay. So let's get our pre-delay for this track. How do we get that? Convert this back to milliseconds by doing times 1000. Is already a millisecond divided by the 8th note. That's divided by 8. That's 73.3. So we divided by 2 again to get the 16 notes. So we have 36.7. So I'm going to copy this guy. That's 36.8, approximately 36.8. So copy this guy and I'll come here and paste it here because I want the short reverb to be short. I don't want it to be far away from the track. That is why I'm using a shorter pre-delay. If you remember for the long reverb, I used a longer pre-delay, but for this track, I'm using a shorter pre-delay. So stay with me, guys. Yo. So now what we do is the brightness, the mode. I want it to be a dark room. So I'm going to switch to a dark room so that the pre-delay is going to be dark. So now let's listen. Let's remove the long delay that we have added and leave the short delay. Then we'll go back to our enhancement track and select short reverb. Now let's leave the mix at 100 so we'll have a feeling of how it sounds. Let's mute the track and see.
I know I'm doing better, but it's like every time I get better,
You can see sounding like bathroom, isn't it? So I'm gonna be reducing it a little to taste.
know I'm doing better, but it's like every time
I don't want it to be too much. I just want to have a feeling of it. You understand? So let me fix it. Then I'll continue from there, guys.
know I'm doing better, but it's like every time I get better, I see more to life. There's always something new to try, always something new to buy. It's never enough. Is this how it will be till we die? I hope not. I pray we find and get the happiness we all want, because that's the reason behind all we do. We say we love the money, but do we really do? Or we just love the money for the things it could do? Yeah, that's the reason. We want to get the access to the beautiful thing.
So now I'm going to be bypassing the short reverb and I also engage it back on so you have a feel of how it makes the vocal. What it does, it makes the vocals a bit, it gives it depth and makes it sit up front in the mix. And yeah, let's listen. I'll bypass it while playing and I'll bypass it so you know how it feels. Listen, guys. Now it is on.
Know I'm doing better, but it's like every time I get better, I see more to life. There's always something new to try, always something new to buy. It's never enough. Is this how it will be till we die? I hope not. I pray we find and get the happiness we all want, because that's the reason behind all we do. We say we love the money, but do we really do? Or we just love the money for the things we do? Yeah, that's the reason. We wanna get the access to the beautiful things, but there's nothing bad about that shit. We just gotta find a balance around that shit, yeah. Learn to be happy without those things there. That's why I've been meditating like I'm in the Himalayas, trying to find my soul, trying to connect to my higher self. When I go within, I feel peace and love. That's the only thing I want, just peace and love. So bad energy far away. No come here, take my joy away. Nah, keep a distance away from my space. Yeah, cause right now I'm trying to elevate.
Yeah, you will notice as I'm bypassing it, the vocal becomes lost in the track, but when I activate it, it makes the vocal move forward in the mix. You understand? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to blend. I'm going to blend the long reverb and the short reverb so they blend properly. So wait for me. Watch as I get this done. Okay.
Know I'm doing better, but it's like every time I get better, I see more to life. There's always something new to try, always something new to buy. It's never enough. Is this how it will be till we die? I hope not. I pray we find and get the happiness we all want, because that's the reason behind all we do. We say we love the money, but do we really do? Or we just love the money for the things it could do? Yeah, that's the reason. We wanna get the access to the beautiful things, but there's nothing bad about that shit. We just gotta find a balance around that shit, yeah. Learn to be happy without those things there. That's why I've been meditating like I'm in the Himalayas, trying to find my soul, trying to connect to my higher self. When I go within, I feel peace and love. That's the only thing I want, just peace and love. So bad energy far away, better, but it's like every time I get better, I see more to life. There's always something new to try, always something new to buy. It's never enough. Better, but it's like every time I get better, I see more to life. There's always something new to try, always something new to buy. It's never enough. Is this how it will be till we die? I hope not. I pray we find and get the happiness we all want, because that's the reason behind all we do. We say we love the money, but do we really do? Or we just love the money for the things we do? Yeah, that's the reason.
So as you can see now, the long reverb and the short reverb are actually working properly.